on AM 1310 WDPN.
And good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Mack Center here on the campus of the University of Mount Union, NCAA. College basketball, OAC today. We are back home as the Mount Union Purple Raiders get ready to take on the Comets of Capital University. Hi, everybody. Sam Berkman joined by partner number 2 for the day, Ryan Keller, as we make our way over from Kara Stadium, where the football team won today, 24-19 over Carnegie Mellon. Congratulations, Coach Jeff Dart and the Purple Raiders today. And now it's time to root on Coach Fuline and the basketballers as they get ready for Capital. Ryan, we had a good time up at University Heights Wednesday night. Let's keep it going here today.
Absolutely. They got off to a good start with the OAC play, and let's see how they rebound here against the Capital team coming in. And they kind of got the momentum and the energy going after getting the Butterflies out of the way and beating a good John Carroll team. So we'll see if this team continues to improve throughout the season, and this will be a good start for them today.
Purple Raiders lined up across the floor to our right. Capital lined up to our left as the crowd continues to settle in here to the Mack Center on this windy, chilly, but so far victorious Saturday afternoon for Purple Raider Nation. Capital, now there was a game here earlier, correct?
Yeah, the girls.
And what happened there?
Capital girls won by 5.
It was close, I know, at one point. Let's get our national anthem now here, courtside. There's our national anthem as we get ready courtside here at the Mack Center for Mount Union and Capital. The Purple Raiders 4-2 coming off that a very impressive win the other night against John Carroll. Ryan, a couple of newcomers to the program. I'll tell you what, I liked what I saw out of Jamar Talbert. I loved what I saw out of Kevin Moore the other night. They're still trying to get comfortable here, moving around, changing schools, and man, did they come up big on Wednesday night, and let's see if they continue here at home.
Yeah, Christian Parker having a little bit of a down night on the other night, and to see the other guys step up and be a crucial part of the team. Big shots at key moments of the game. That's what you like to see. Last broadcast, we talked to Jeffrey Mansfield, the assistant coach here, and how they started to mesh together over that Thanksgiving break. And if they can do that over that short break, imagine what they can do coming up on the Christmas break and what this team's going to be like after that.
I think good times are ahead for the Purple Raiders this year. All right, starting 5 for Capital today, Alex Eyink, Sayron Callaway White, Dom Megerly, McCain Finkenbein, and Justin Nixon. For the Raiders today, it's going to be Hudson, Steele, Farrington, Talbert, and Parker. DJ Relly-Rell getting the crowd all fired up here at the Mack Center today. Purple Raiders in the white jerseys today. White shorts, purple numbers and letters trimmed in the black with the purple piping down the shorts and over the shoulders. Capital traveling purple today. Purple jerseys, purple shorts, gray numbers and letters trimmed in the white. Gray and white striping down the jerseys and the shorts here for this tip-off this afternoon. Not a huge crowd, but a decent gathering. I see some folks here that were at the football game. They've made their way over. So, hey, once you got your
take off some layers.
You got your parking spot. You just stay there. You gather up and you come on over and check out some hoops. Now, I I did things completely backwards today. I was in my short sleeves for the entire football game. When I left, I put my pullover on, and I'll probably ditch the pullover here as we get ready for the second half of the play. So settle back and enjoy OAC Hoops on this Saturday afternoon. Game 2 of our football basketball doubleheader on 1310 WDPN. Streaming live, Q92radiosports.com, the Q92 Facebook page, and on the Q92 YouTube channel. And we're underway. Marcus Steele has the tip. Raiders control, go right to left here in the opening half of play. Settle in. Hudson reversed shot, never got to the hoop. The ball bopped out of bounds off of Farrington, and it will go back to Capital. So just getting underway, 12 seconds and no score. The comments from the Raiders, Sam Berkman, Ryan Keller with you here from Mount Union.
Yeah, that was a great design play to start off the game, just not able to finish underneath the basket, but that was a really nice design.
It was. I thought something good was going to happen there, but Capital with the basketball for the first time today. Eyeing, Callaway White, Megaly, Finkenbeim, and Nixon on the floor. There's a shot by Finkenbeim, goes inside, no good. Nixon pulled it out of the air, put it up, no good. Out of bounds, it'll stay with Capital.
Yeah, good job from Christian Parker underneath, getting those hands up and not taking the early foul either. It's important for Parker to stay out of foul trouble.
And I think important for him today, Ryan, to get established early at the offensive end after kind of a struggle against John Carroll on Wednesday. Alex Ike inside, fades away, then he goes in, up and under with the glass and up and good. So Ike with his first two out of Marion Stein, Marion Local, who, by the way, won their 15th state football championship yesterday. Turnover by the Raiders into the hands of Dom Megerly, the former St. Vincent St. Mary Hoban standout. Ike wide open, triple right wing, in and out, no rebound picked up by Christian Parker. Christian in the backcourt, gets it ahead to Talbert. Talbert will bring it across the timeline to the right wing. Bounces it down to Farrington. Elijah with a nice spin move. A little strong off the window. And the rebound picked off by Ike. Here come the Capital Comets left to right. It's a 2-0 Cap lead. 18-39. First half of play at the Mac Center. Nice pass underneath. Shot up and good. And an immediate timeout. Mike Juline doesn't like what he sees at the defensive end of the floor. Guys are getting caught on switches and back screens. And it's going to be a quick, not a scream and holler, but a quick 30-second timeout to kind of, well, I take it back. It is a scream and holler timeout. 4-0 Capital.
Nah, he's just going to let them know, listen, know your assignments, know where you're supposed to switch. Off to a slow start on the offensive side of the ball, so that's something that, is going to come. It's a weird 3:30 start game today, so, a lot of times when you get out of your routine with a game playing before you as well, it might take a little bit of time to get going, but it's important to get back on track early. You don't want to get behind and then have to battle back. They've had that problem throughout the early part of the season.
Coach Mike going with the Raiders sweatshirt today, gray shirt with the black pants and the black Nike shoes. Hey, man, you're coaching. You got to look good.
You do.
Right to the key is Christian Parker. Gets it off the steal. 22-footer. Bang! Marcus Steele from downtown.
Way downtown.
4-3 Raiders within one. Capital 1 point lead in the ball. 18-15 first half of play. Sam Berkman, Ryan Keller with you. Raiders looking for win number 5 on the season. Good defense down here after this trip now. Megaly gets it inside out. Left wing on the line for the 20-footer. No, but a foul is called. Parker's going to get nailed for fouling behind the 3-point line. And going to the free throw line is going to be Callaway White. He'll shoot 3.
And you talked about the defense on that possession. That's been something that has been like the backbone of this Purple Raiders team the last couple of years is how well they do play defense. And after that timeout, they came back and looked a little different.
Free throw by Callaway White is up and no good. Sayron, a freshman, 6'5", out of Reynoldsburg, Ohio. Line right, he's got one more coming. Second free throw, push that one in and out. No. He'll try to hit 1 out of 3.
I mean, you'll take that too. You don't want the foul, but it's definitely helping that the free throws have been missed.
Callaway White was able to get 1/3 of those free throws. He's got 3 on the day. 5-3 Cap, 17:55 first half of play. Hudson gets it over on the left side to Talbot. Jamar out on top. Marcus. Down low, Christian. Ball poked away and stolen, and it's Callaway White on the run out. He fumbled the ball, lost control. May have walked, no call. Alex Ink's got it. Right side, Callaway White for three. Handed his face by Farrington, no. Rebound picked off by Steele. Down the floor to Talbert. He was out of bounds. It goes back to Capital. 17:31 first half. Comets 5, Raiders 3 on 1310 WDPN. Well, we got quite the setup here today. Monitors, tablets, wires, access units, computers, Wi-Fi, hotspots, plugins. My goodness. Or is this what are we doing here? I get the top of the key for Capital. On the left side of the floor, Finkenbein. Top of the key, long three up front of the rim, no good by Nixon. Rebound by Elijah Farrington. Here come the Raiders. Elijah, top of the foul line, being grabbed at, and they finally blew the whistle and called the foul.
I mean, even though Mount's offense is starting off slow, Capitals isn't actually on fire either.
No.
They've missed a lot of open shots as well, so that's playing into the Purple Raiders' hand here early.
A little bit of a sluggish start for both teams. 17:05 in the first half, 5-3 Capital by 2. Raiders, such an impressive road win Wednesday at John Carroll, looking to keep the momentum rolling today. Steele went to the hole and forgot the pumpkin. Here comes Ike on a run out for Cap. Into the corner, Finkenbein. Finkenbein now driving the baseline. Goes inside, lays it up and in. So Finkenbein with his first two. Capital 7, Mount Union 3. 16:44 to go. Looks like the Raiders are going to make a little substitution here. Kasenheiser and McCartney ready to check into the scores table for Coach Phelan. Marcus Steele's got it on the left wing, guarded by Ike. Goes around a high screen. Left wing to Talbot. Jamar fakes right, goes left. Talbot baseline, shoves off, fades from 15. Nope. Rebound picked off by Nixon. Here comes Capital. And a long three, Finkenbein, rim, nope. Rebound picked off by the Raiders. Here comes Steele. Marcus across the timeline. Farrington drives, lays it up, no good. Couldn't get it to go. Finkenbein the other end of the floor. Mike Phelan says, you know what, first five, you're not getting it done. You're all coming out. 15:55 in the first half. 7-3 Capital. Megerly throws it down to Nixon. Nixon back it in. Fades, shoots, rim, no. Rebound, Farrington pulls it down to Hudson. Here comes Corey and the Raiders, right to left. Left side of the floor. Hudson picks it up to Farrington. Back to Corey, deep left wing. Farrington sets the screen. Hudson back to Elijah. Steps, shoots, three, no. Rebound, Parker turns, shoots, no. Farrington follows it up and in and scores. Elijah Farrington with his first two. Good glass work by the Raiders. 7-5 Cap. 15:25 in the first half of play. Now Megerly's got it on the right wing. Calls somebody out to set a screen. Nixon sets it. Megerly steps back, shoots the three. Way off. Oh, the rebound by Callaway White. Missed the rebound. Picked up by Elijah. Throws it down to Hudson. Corey across the timeline. Corey into the paint, down the lane. A sweeping shot. Glass rim, no, but tipped up and in by Parker with bodies all over the floor. Christian with his first two. 7 up. 14:50 to go in the first half of play. Boy, both teams having a tough time putting the ball in the hoop here.
Yeah, 3-11 for Capital, 3 of 9 for Mount Union.
Nixon's got it at the left elbow for Cap. He's going to go in on Parker. Bully ball. Parker cuts it off. Ball goes to Ike on the baseline. Out on top, Nixon fakes the three. Goes into the paint. Floater. Glass rim. Rebound, Farrington. Cleans the glass. Gets it ahead to Hudson. Here comes Corey. Down the floor to Steele. Marcus steps into a three. No good. Rebound picked off by the Cap Comets. And here comes Finkenbein as another empty trip down for the Raiders. 14-10 first half. 7-7. Comets and Purple Raiders. And a timeout. I'm sorry, not a timeout. Ball goes out of bounds. So here we go. Taylor in. Kasenheiser in. Collier in. McCartney in. Moore in. So 5 in, 5 out for the Raiders.
He's like, I'm going to find someone who's ready to play here this afternoon.
And for Capital, Ryan Seaver is in.
They
Number
swapped,
5.
swapped all 5 too.
Of course they did. Why wouldn't they? Cooper is in. Number 2. 34, Goen is in. Now, they did leave Callaway White out there. But everybody else is a new face for Cap. McCartney on the right side to Kasenheiser, the former Lake Blue Streak. Gets the screen by the former Green Bulldog Taylor. Dumps it off Ward got it. And shot inside. Glass rim, no good. Put up by Moore. Rebound picked off by Capital. Here comes Seaver. Almost a walk down here, but he didn't blow the whistle on Cooper. Cooper's got it. Hands it off to the top of the key to Diaz. He's with it on the right side. Mount Union digging in on defense now, but they got the ball down low. Seaver dumps it inside. A lot of contact, no whistle. Jump shot, or finger roll, I should say. Glass rim, no by Dees. Follow is up and good by Seaver. So Seaver with his first two. Capital 9, Mount 7. 13:05 to go. Collier 3. Rim, no. Let that one go from deep triple land. Couldn't get it to go in. Under 13 to go first half. Capital 9, Mount Union 7.
It's just it's not cohesive basketball at this point.
It's just kind of, Dees down low. Got two men up in the air, and Taylor's going to get the foul. Jared Taylor picks up his first personal foul.
Yeah, it's the start of this game has been really odd.
Ragtag, and wild and woolly.
It's been sloppy. There hasn't been like any type of flow to the game at all.
Timeout on the floor, and we'll take one as well. 12:45 to go in the first half. It's been a different kind of beginning here today. Capital 9, Mount Union 7. Back with more Purple Raider hoops on 1310 WDPM.
The Q92 Sports Network is your home for the best coverage of high school and Mount Union football and basketball. Be sure you're following us on our social media. Just follow Q92 Sports on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, X, and Threads. You'll know what games we'll be broadcasting week to week, and we drop photos and videos from all of our high school and Mount Union broadcasts. Be sure to follow Q92 Sports on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, X, and Threads, and stay connected to the Q92 Sports Network. You're listening to Mount Union Basketball, brought to you by SARTA on AM 1310 WDPN.
Sam Burke and Ryan Keller back at the Mac Center. 9-7 Capital. 12:45 to go in the first half. All right, I'm getting old. What is Threads?
Threads?
Yes.
It is Instagram's version of X.
So Instagram basically
it's like
copying
Twitter.
Off of Twitter.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we got you covered either way.
Yeah. And the funny thing is, if you ever try to leave Threads, you have to delete like your entire Instagram account.
Oh, okay. Well, I have an Instagram account, so
yeah, that's why I haven't signed up for Threads yet. I don't want to have to delete my stuff if I ever want to leave.
I'm just gonna follow your advice.
There you go.
Anyway, I could get some good info out of you. All right, here we go. Back to the free throw line for Capital. Yeah, Dees will take a couple of whacks at it. That first free throw, rims all over the place and fell out no good. Thank you, Mr. Statistician Man, who dropped it off. All right, college football today. Mount Union 24, Carnegie Mellon 19. The Raiders are moving on next Saturday for the quarterfinals in Division III. The second free throw is good. He's got his first point of the afternoon. 10-7 Capital, 12:40 in the first half of play. Here comes Kasenheiser. Left wing to Collier. Dante gets it to Moore. Moore about 25 feet left wing. Moore makes his move, blows by everybody, puts it up. No good, but he got, get up now. Moore absolutely exploded to the basket. Got a shot up, missed it. He'll try to shoot a couple of free throws, line left, but he went down in a heap behind the basket after the play.
He might have took a hit to the nose or to the eye area, but he looks like he's fine, is up and ready to shoot his free throws.
Kevin Moore, 6'5" junior out of Campbell Memorial High School. What did he have at night against John Carroll? Free throw is up and good. So Kevin with his first point of the afternoon, 10-8 Capital, 12:30 to go in the first half of play. Purple Raiders 4-2 on the year. That free throw crawls over him and falls in. So Kevin Moore hits a couple of free throws. He'll get back on defense. 12:25 to go in the first half. 10-9 Capital by 1. The Raiders struggling a little bit from the floor so far today. Seaver on the right side to Megerle. Got that big brace on his left knee. Long three. Top of the key by D. Snow. Ball goes out of bounds. Back to Mount Union. All right, so you got Kasenheiser, McCartney, Taylor, Moore and Collier on the floor for Mount Union.
2 freshmen.
Yeah. Getting some good minutes under the bright lights here in the OAC. Moore at the left wing brings it out about 20 feet. High post to Jared Taylor. Taylor looking to get at the Kasenheiser. Chance on the right wing. Steps into an 18-footer. Shot it short. Taylor got the rebound. Chance will shoot a 3 in the corner. Rim no good. That looked good when it left his hands. But another hustle rebound by Mount Union. Here's Jared Taylor going into the paint. Spinning out to Collier. Dante from 15. Up and good. Dante Collier with his first basket of the afternoon.
Yeah, it's nice to see him get going. He had a slow year last year compared to what we had seen from him as a freshman as well, so it's good to see him back on the score sheet.
Cooper's got it. He traveled in the paint. That's a good call by the officials here, and it goes back to Mount Union. All right, now we're playing ball. 11-10 Mount. 11:26 to go here in the first half of play. Sam Berkwood, Ryan Keller, good to be with you on this late Saturday afternoon. The ball game of 3 different start times. Started at 4. Then he went to 3. Then we ended up at 3:30, but it worked out very well. Just enough time to come over from the stadium and get ready. Oh, nice pass. Kasenheiser to McCartney, and Jonah popped it up, and then he's got his first 2.
Yeah, he's so good with his court vision. Kasenheiser knows where everyone's at all times.
Seaver to Cooper on the wing. Seaver top of the key. They let him wide open. Boy, he bricked the 3. Rebound picked up by jumping Jarrett Taylor. Here come the Purple Raiders now. Kasenheiser lost the ball, gets it back. Chance now trying to get settled in here a little bit with 10:45 left in the first half. Kasenheiser, nice backdoor pass to Moore, flips into the corner. McCartney fakes the 3, and a foul is called. He faked Daryl Cooper right out of his shoes.
Capital is currently 0 for 7 from behind the 3-point
They've
line.
had some wide open looks.
Yeah. Purple Raiders 1 for 5.
All right, Ike, Finkenbeim, and Dixon check back in for Cap. Megerly and Seaver will stay on the floor. Here comes big Christian Parker back into the game. He'll replace Jared Taylor, who will sit down. Jared got a couple of nice rebounds in that stretch while he was on the floor. 10:39 to go. Clock runs in the first half. Purple Raiders 13, Comets 10. McCartney down low, passes it to Moore out on top. Dante for 3. In and out, no good. Good looking shot.
Great ball movement
Good
for the Raiders, too.
Good, great looking play. So 10:18 to go in the first half. Raiders trying to settle in after a tough start. They lead Capital 13-10. Ike down to Dixon. Lost it. Got it back. Down low. Throws it away. Good defense. Mount Union ball. Excuse me. All right, here we go. Farrington back in. Steele back in for Mount. So Parker, Farrington, Moore, Kasenheiser, Steele on the floor for Mount Union. 10:07 to go in the first half. Low scoring. 13-10 Raiders with the basketball and a 3-point lead.
I like this 5 on the floor for
I was just
Mount
going to
Union,
say, I
too.
want to check out this 5-man combo right here. Parker down on the block in the office. Turns, baby hook, didn't get it to go. That didn't come off his hand really well. Another end of the floor, Finkenbeim to Dixon. Dixon behind the 3-point line. Ike cuts to the hole, cradles it, shoots it, scores it. Ike with 4.
Yeah, I mean, good defense from Farrington. There wasn't anything he can do there with the position that Capital had. He had to let him go up and under. If he would have tried to block that at all, he would have drew the foul.
So Steele's got the ball for Mount Union. 9:25 to go in the first half. There goes Elijah baseline. Put it up. No. Christian Parker got the rebound and flicked it right back up and in. Christian Parker the board. Christian Parker the 2.
Yeah, and great job from Parker clearing that out to give Farrington the baseline. He wasn't able to complete the basket, but Parker there to clean it up.
Oh, somebody got caught on a switch, and Seaver got it wide open down low and dropped it in. Seaver with 4. 15-14 Mount Union. 8:57 to go in the first half of play. 2 fouls on the Raiders, 3 on Cap here in the first half. Marcus Steele with the basketball to Kevin Moore. Kevin steps into a 3. In and out, no. Looked good again when it left his hands, but it spun out. Finkenbeim, 22-footer. Brick. Rebound picked up by Moore. Down to Steele. Marcus across the timeline to the right wing to the top of the key. Marcus into the paint. Dumps it off down low for Farrington. Ball got fumbled away. Thrown all the way out to half court, and a whistle and a foul. Foul is going to be on Capital, and it's going to be on Cade Davis. Young man out of Cuyahoga Heights. Who's back there screwing around?
Rel.
I figured. Did you tell him we had Skittles?
Nah, he walked away before I showed the bag.
8:25 in the first half. 15-14 Mount. Barrington, right side to steal. Marcus fakes left, goes baseline, threw it right into the hands of a Capital Comet. Here comes Finkenbein for Capital. Finkenbein trying to draw a double team. Low look to Dixon. Good defense by Hudson. Turnover. Here come the Raiders. Corey, Dumar, Christian. Went up. Foul. He'll shoot two. Good job in transition by Mount Union right there.
Again, not being selfish, taking that extra pass to Parker, who was trailing, giving him the wide open look at the basket, drawing the foul. You kind of get the feeling like everyone is trying to get out of this funk, and they're trying too hard instead of just kind of going with the flow.
Parker free throw off the front of the rim, no good. 8:02 to go in the first half. 15-14 in favor of Mount Union. Now, we don't have many Mount hoops for a while, do we?
Yeah, there's going to be a little break for Christmas.
Oh, Christian missed them both.
And the Purple Raiders are going to head out to Vegas for a tournament over that break.
We weren't able to swing that.
No,
huh?
I was trying.
How close did we get? Not very.
No.
Okay. Thought I was going to be out in Sin City with you for a couple of days.
Oh, that'd have been great.
Apparently, that's not going to happen. Finkenbein got swatted away by Talbert, and Capital will inbound the basketball.
Yeah, Mounts picked it up on the defensive side of the ball as well. They just can't get shots to drop. A lot of their shots have been the ring around the rim and pop right back out. They haven't been terrible shots. They're just not dropping.
All right, Capital with the ball. 8 on the shot clock. Megerle gets it to Finkenbein. Down to Megerle. Never got to it. Steal by Marcus. Pardon the pun. Across the timeline, Hudson. Corey on the left wing. 7:30 in the first half. Purple Raiders 15, Capital 14. Hudson lost the ball, got it back, shoots the 15-footer, way off.
That one was bad.
Coach Fuline did not like that. Here comes Finkenbein and the Capital Comets with 7:15 to go in the first half. Finkenbein to Megerle. Megerle, a couple of dribbles, gets it off to Callaway White. They're giving him that three if he wants it. Now he's going to try to go inside the paint, beat the double team, forgot the rock. Steal. Here comes Marcus to Hudson. Corey, line, lane, scoop, blocked by Dixon. Here comes Ike and the Cap Comets in transition. Hey, they threw it away, but they get it right back. Callaway White inside, hangs it up on the rim and in. A lot of action there. My goodness. 16-15 Capital. 6:40 in the first half of play at the Mack Center. Sam Burke with Ryan Keller. OAC College Hoops on your Saturday afternoon. Marcus Steele goes inside, put up a shot, never got to the hoop. Out of bounds, off of Mount Union. And it goes back to Capital, and we've got an official timeout. So we'll break. 6:31 to go in the first half. Oh, baby. Capital 16, Mount Union 15. Purple Raider Hoops continues on 13-10.
Hey everyone, it's Rex Combs, Rex in the Morning on AM 1310, inviting you to tune in Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. for unforgettable favorites, music news, and more. With myself, Clint Marshall on News and Sports, and Mark Johnson from News 5 giving us the weather forecast. Monday through Friday, 6 to 10 a.m., Rex in the Morning, it's all about the music right here on AM 1310 WDPN.
You're listening to Mount Union Basketball, brought to you by SARTA on AM 1310 WDPN.
6:31 to go in the first half. Back at the MAC, 16-15 Capital. Sam Burke with Ryan Keller.
I got some trends here on the stat. Mount Union's 0 of their last 4, 1 of their last 8. They're on a 2-minute, 46-second scoring drought.
Well, it's time to start trending in a better direction here. What do you say?
I like it. Yeah, it's just been an odd start to this game.
Yep. I think a little John Carroll hangover. which is expected.
I mean, the good thing, too, is with both teams are shooting poorly, and it's only a 1-point game here.
Brody Gowan is checked back in. I forgot. Brody used to play for the Glen Oak Golden Eagles. I thought that might have been him.
Oh, that's
Had to
right.
give it a second look. Brody inside, put it up on the rim. Nope. Tipped way out almost to midcourt to Parker. Christian at the other end of the floor. He will rumble, reverse, and score. And a beautiful move by the former Glen Oak Golden Eagle.
Yeah, maybe that's what Mount just needed. A great full court finish from Christian Parker.
Long three, air ball by Dom Megerly, and it goes back to Mount Union.
Hey, you got two former Glen Oakers on the court
That's
right
right.
now with Parker and Gowan.
How about Parker at 6'6", whatever, and he breezed from half court all the way down for the beautiful reverse layup. Looking nimble. Talbert, Barrington, to steal. Marcus on the right wing. Now Christian. Christian about 15 feet away, backing down. Spins out of the double team to steal. Kicks it Farrington in the corner. Talbert shoots the three. Got it. Talbert from downtown. Beautiful ball movement again by the Purple Raiders. All right. Our biggest lead of the day. Mount Union 20, Capital 16. 5:25 in the first half here at the Mack Center at Mount Union. Gowan's got it. Hand off. Marcus Steele with the steal. Marcus coast to coast. Got his man in the air, and it was blocked from behind by Pease. That's a heck of a defensive play.
Yeah, you kind of feel like he should have did a little pump fake right under that basket.
Alex Ike at the other end, a little 10-footer too strong. Saved in by Parker. Gets to the head of Corey Hudson. Here come the Raiders. 4:55 in the first half. Mount Union 20, Capital 16. Steele lobbed down. Parker tried to throw it to Farrington. And a offensive foul on Elijah Farrington gives it back to Capital.
Yeah, when Parker lobbed that pass up, Farrington kind of tried to get a little separation with that forearm, and the official was right there.
So Talbert, Farrington, Hudson, Kasenheiser, Parker on the floor for Mike Fuline. 4:40 to go in the first half. Raiders up by 4. Capital with the ball. Callaway White to Megerly. Dom, top of the key to Finkenbeim. He got open, throws up a wild three, and he got fouled. Mike Fuline is furious.
I'm sorry, he did it. I got the same angle as you.
So Finkenbeim is going to shoot 3, line right, and the first one is up and good. Finkenbeim's second free throw is up and good. Boy, Michael's getting it all out today, isn't he? Finkenbeim's got one more coming. 20-18 Raiders. Finkenbeim got 2 out of 3. He's got 4. 4:30 to go in the first half. The beauty of sitting courtside.
I love
You
it.
gotta love it.
Sozo did on that conversation.
We are right there. 2019 Mount. Parker shoots a 3, top of the key, and it's up and it's good. Christian Parker with 9. 23-19 Raiders, 4:10 of the first half of play.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting him to pull up. He had Gowan in his face. It was just like, okay, let's do it. And it drops for 3.
Finkenbeim against Kasenheiser. Out on top, Megerly on the wing to Moen. Bowen's got it. Christian Parker, one eagle to another. Knocked that one out of bounds. They'll stay with Capital. 3:58 to go in the first half. Purple Raiders up by 4. 23-19. College football, if you missed it today, Mount Union rolls on. But, boy, they had to hold on for dear life today. Mount beat Carnegie Mellon 24-19. Finkenbeim a 3 across the rim. Nope. Rebound picked up by Megerly. Or by Farrington. Elijah going to go coast to coast. He will drive and score. They're going to say no. Foul on the floor before the shot. Ohio State beat Rutgers today in college hoops, 80-66. Cavaliers beat the Hornets 116-102. Other college football today. We'll get you some conference championship game scores in a minute. Purple Raiders with the pumpkin. 3:45 in the first half. Mount 23-19. Talbert on the right side. Talbert steps back. Keeps the dribble alive with the left hand. Gets it off to Hudson. Corey on the purple M at midcourt. Now brings it top of the three-point line. Back to Christian. He'll set. Shoot. Three. Good. Big fella. Looking comfortable from outside. He's got a dozen.
Yeah, if he's straight on, that's his shot from three. He's got that dialed in today.
Mount Union's biggest lead of the afternoon at 26-19. 3:15 to go in the first half. Callaway White almost got it stolen away. Thomas keeps control of the basketball. Cooper to Callaway White. Shot clock is down to 7. Megerly goes inside. Lost control and a bounce back to Mount Union.
Good defense, good help defense. Corey Hudson then stepping up and taking the charge in the middle of the paint.
Yep.
So the defensive side for Mount Union has really turned on. Offensively, they're starting to hit some shots now and kind of getting into a little bit of a groove.
Capital, I believe, is going to call a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here with 3:02 in the first half. Mount Union 26, Capital 19. Sam Berkman, Ryan Keller here at the Mack Center. All right, college football. Again, we told you Mount Union a winner today. Big 12 championship. Ouch. Arizona State beat Iowa State today, 45-19. In the MAC championship game, this one was over before it started. OU 38, Miami of Ohio 3. Georgia and Texas will get underway here in a little bit. Later on, Marshall, Louisiana, SMU, Clemson, and then later on tonight, Oregon and Penn State.
Go over some stats here with 3:02 left in the first half. 0 for 10 from behind the three-point line for Capital, 4 of 10 for Mount Union, and that's basically the difference in the score.
Now, the slow start by Capital has not deterred them from shooting threes.
No.
Kasenheiser right down the alley, flips it up and in with a right hand, has scored. Chance Kasenheiser with his first two. Mount Union has opened it up. 28-19 with 2:45 to go in the first half. Finkenbeim on the wing. Finkenbeim down to Dixon, guarded by Parker. Dixon goes inside, knocks Parker out of the way. Double pump, put it up on the rim. Nope, tipped up. Nope, rebound Parker. Big fella's going to run the floor. Throws it down to Kasenheiser. Chance for three. It's up. It's no good. Parker got the rebound, put it up. No, but he got fouled. He'll shoot 2 line left. Christian's into it now.
Yeah.
You can tell he needed was that 1-3 to get him going.
Yeah. On the defensive side of the ball, too, he's been playing really well. He only had that one early foul so far, which is important for him to make sure he can stay on the court as well.
So Christian Parker line left, got 2 free throws coming. Got in. Boy, that hit everything and went in. As longtime college basketball announcer Tim Brando would say, the iron was kind. Second one by Parker. That one not so kind. 2:20 to go. It's a 29-19 Raider lead. Callaway White with the ball to Seaver. On the block. Gets it out on top. Out of the way. 15-footer up and good. Boy, Cooper, a little bit of shove to free himself up, but he got the 18-footer to go down.
Yeah, that breaks a 9-0 run from Mount Union. And the first basket in the last 2:06 for Capital.
Wow. Points have been tough to come by for both these teams today. 2 minutes to go in the first half. Kasenheiser, nice pass down to Farrington, but a little too much traffic, but it did go out of bounds off of Capital. Raiders will inbound it underneath the hoop. 29-21 Mount Union, 1:51 to go in the first half. Stick around. Halftime activities will be coming up. And we'll be back for the second half of play here at the Mack Center. Ball comes into Talbert. Talbert around a Parker screen. Talbert on the right wing behind the three-point line. He's going to make his move. Goes left, goes right, steps back, shoots the three. Got it. Talbert with 6 on a step-back three.
Yeah,
Jamar Talbert, Richmond Heights.
Mountain hitting 6 of their last 8 shots. They're on a 12-2 run.
Finkenbeim lost the ball, but it went right into the hands of Dixon, who put it off the glass and scored. Not how they drew it up, but it went in. 32-23 Purple Raiders with a $1.18 to go in the first half. Kasenheiser on the left wing, picked up by Finkenbeim. Foul Parker. They're going to say offensive foul.
And the last time down the court, Christian was talking to the official about the way that he's getting bodied underneath the basket, and that's why he's frustrated with that call.
1:15, check it, 1:12 to go in the first half. 32-23 Mount Union over Capital. Sam Berkman, Ryan Keller with you. All right, Farrington, Moore, Talbert, Taylor, and Kasenheiser on the floor for Mount Union. 32-23 Raiders. Buck 5 to go first half of play. Right side, Cooper got it. He's picked up by Talbot. Cooper dumps it off to Nixon. Left to Finkenbein. Fakes a three. Now he'll shoot the three. Good. Wow. Hey, tip your hat there. Finkenbein was 7.
First 3 of the game, 1 for 11 for Capital.
Had a guy in his face, and he put it right bottom of the hoop. 40 seconds to go first half of play. Mount Union 32, Capital 26. Kasenheiser on the right wing. Dumps it to Talbert. Talbert thought about a step-back three, but gets it back to Chance. Chance at the top of the key. He'll shoot the 20-footer. Rim no. Rebound Seaver for Capital. They can use all the clock here at the end of the first half. Mount leads at 32-26. Comets with the ball. They can run out the final 15. It's Gerald Cooper with the basketball out of Miamisburg, guarded by Talbot. 7 on the clock. Dumps it off to Finkenbein. Finkenbein into the paint. Hops down low. Nice. Pass to Dixon. Lays it up and in. And that's the end of the first half of play. Boy, Nixon got a great feed. Dropped it through as the horn sounded, and we have played one half of basketball here at the Mack Center at Mount Union. Your score, the Purple Raiders 32. The Capital Comets 28. The big halftime report's coming up. Keep it right here on 1310 WDPN.
Go back and relive all the action with Q92 Sports on SoundCloud. Whether it's high school or University of Mount Union football and basketball, we've got you covered from 2016 through today. Catch every thrilling game and heart-pounding moment anytime you want. Q92 Sports is your go-to for local sports action. Find us on SoundCloud at Q92 Radio, and don't forget to stream all of our games live on Friday night at Q92Radiosports.com.
Hey, man, good to see you. What brings you out here today? Need to pick up a few tools. You? I need new kitchen cabinets, countertops, maybe even a whole new kitchen, but I can't get any help or find what I need in this place. You need to go to Robertson's for that. Robertson's Kitchen and Bath Gallery is an American Standard plumbing registered showroom, and their knowledgeable consultants have the training and expertise to actually help you get what you need without breaking your budget.
Visit Robertson Kitchen and Bath at 2155 West Main Street in the Alliance Industrial Park, or visit them online at robertsonkitchenandbath.com, where amazing meets affordable.
From the newsroom, I'm Jeff Mears with this halftime edition of AM 1310 WDPN News. Canton police are investigating a shooting that sent 2 people to the hospital Thursday night. Around 10:20, officers responded to the 800 block of McGregor Avenue Northwest. A 22-year-old man and a 15-year-old girl were each shot in the leg. They were taken to Mercy Hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Police arrested a suspect identified as 22-year-old Taj Miller of Canton. He was booked at the Stark County Jail on charges of felonious assault, vandalism, and weapons charges. Additional details, including a motive, were not available. A man who assaulted the driver of a Plain local school bus while children were still on board knows his punishment. Stark County Common Police Judge Taryn Heath sentenced 30-year-old Jeremiah Jackson of Canton to 3 years probation and 100 hours of community service. He pleaded guilty November 26 to 1 count of assault. A count of inducing panic was dismissed as part of a plea deal. On September 4th, Jackson entered the bus without permission and punched the driver multiple times. He was upset because his son was crying after getting off the bus. Jackson also shouted at the children on board, alarming parents who were trying to retrieve their kids. Ohio Republicans are seeking to fill the seat of 29th District State Senator Kirk Scheuring, who died November 22nd. The Senate Republican caucus says the individual appointed is to serve the remainder of Scheuring's term, which ends in December 2026. They should intend to seek the position as an incumbent in the November 2026 election. The 29th District encompasses most of Stark County, including Canton, Alliance, Canal Fulton, Louisville, Massillon, and North Canton. The GOP caucus is accepting applications until 4 p.m. December 20th. Incoming and outgoing traffic for a pair of businesses in Navarre can now take advantage of an upgraded intersection. Tractor Supply Company and Hendrickson are located near Sterilite Street Northeast and Full Street Southwest. The intersection was open to traffic following a ribbon-cutting ceremony Friday. Elected officials and business leaders attended the event. The intersection underwent roughly $1 million in improvements, including a new traffic light, turning lane, and resurfacing. A tax increment financing agreement helped pay for the project. Stark County, the City of Massillon, and Village of Navarre covered the remaining expenses. All students and staff are safe, and there was no threat to the school community. That's the word from Salem Police, who say in a Facebook post they investigated a report of a possible firearm on school property Friday morning. They responded to Southeast Elementary, but determined the item was a toy gun. School officials say it was carried to school by a student. More news after this.
The Q92 Sports Network brings you more high school football and basketball games than anyone else, by far. But did you know that you can go back and listen to our broadcasts again? Simply go to the Q92 radio page on SoundCloud. We posted the games we broadcast for everyone to go back and relive. We have playlists filled with our high school football broadcasts from 2016 to this season. So go to SoundCloud now, follow Q92 Radio, and listen. And thank you for listening to all of our sports broadcasts of high school football and basketball on the Q92 Sports Network.
Former Liverpool Township Police Chief Jason Jackson is scheduled to return to court for a pretrial hearing December 19th. He's charged with a misdemeanor count of domestic violence in Columbiana County Municipal Court. Jackson was released from the county jail after posting bond. Charge stems from an alleged domestic incident. A reported fight at Jackson's home prompted a visit from Liverpool Township Police Wednesday morning. Jackson was accused of choking a woman and giving her a bloody nose. He reportedly said they had been drinking. Jackson left law enforcement in early 2022 following several years as chief. A stabbing that occurred at a Youngstown business September 10th has claimed a woman's life. Police say she died sometime within the last month of injuries suffered in the incident. Her name has not been released. The woman was stabbed by 50-year-old Shane Lindeman at a Dollar General store on Belmont Avenue. He also stabbed himself. One of the officers called to the scene fatally shot Lindeman. The Ohio BCI continues to investigate the shooting. Police say the victim and Lindeman had a relationship at one point, though the circumstances of their encounter at the store are unclear. The Mahoning County Grand Jury has indicted 3 women accused of operating illicit massage parlors. They are Exen Chang of Virginia, Genzi Gong of Illinois, and Man Rayung Yu of Flushing, New York. They face felony charges of engaging in a pattern of corrupt activity, conspiracy, money laundering, promoting prostitution, and possession of criminal tools. They also are charged with soliciting. The Mahoning Valley Human Trafficking Task Force conducted a year-long investigation. They connected the women to massage parlors in Beaver and Springfield townships. Sexual services allegedly were offered in exchange for money. The probe determined the trio funneled large amounts of cash through various bank accounts. A Youngstown police officer investigated over a fatal shooting will not be charged. WKBN TV reports the officer was called to a home on Maryland Avenue for a domestic violence situation early June 13th. 27-year-old Matthew O'Malley was shot and died at St. Elizabeth Health Center about 12 hours later. The officer has not been named. Evidence from an investigation by the Ohio BCI was turned over to the Mahoning County Prosecutor's Office for consideration. A man arrested in Puerto Rico is in the Mahoning County Jail. 34-year-old Isaias Colon appeared in common pleas court Friday on charges from Mahoning County of attempted rape and gross sexual imposition. U.S. Marshals and members of the Puerto Rico Police Extradition Unit arrested Colon October 7th at a home in Ponce. We'll return you courtside for the second half of today's game, right after the forecast from News 5 meteorologist Mark Johnson. From the AM 1310 WDPN newsroom, I'm Jeff Mears.
For your Saturday, a partly sunny sky on the way. We'll see a high in the middle 30s. It's going to be windy as well. For the overnight, cloudy for the most part, still blustery, our low 33. I am Mark J. Weather from News 5.
Of all the ways to get ahead in life, we're one of them. And we're legal. The John Tesh Radio Show.
I'm John Tesh, and we couldn't be happier about bringing you intelligence for your life every day. We have a room full of researchers gathering the information and ideas you need to make your life simpler and better, and to make you the smartest person in the room.
You're just trying to be better. We're just trying to help. The John Tesh Radio Show.
Join me for music and intelligence for your life, 10 to 3, Monday through Saturday, only on AM 1310 WDPN.
It's intelligence for your life. You're listening to Mount Union Basketball, brought to you by SARTA on AM 1310 WDPN.
And welcome back to the Mac Center. Mount Union 32, Capital 28 at halftime. Let's go over some first half stats for you. We'll start with Capital. It's just a weird, rough game all around to start things off. But Callaway White with 5 points in the first half. Nixon with 4. Elkin with 4. Finkenbein with 8. Cooper with 2. Seaver with 4. And Days with 1. They were 11 of 13 from the field, 1 of 11 from behind the three-point line, and 5 of 8 from the charity stripe, the free throw line. Shooting 36% from the field, 9% from the three-point line, and 62.5% from the free throw line. For the Purple Raiders, Farrington with 2 points. Parker leading all scorers with 13. Marcus Steele with 3. Jamar Talbert with 6. Kasenheiser with 2. Moore with 2. McCartney with 2. And Collier with 2. Purple Raiders shooting 12 of 33 from the field, 5 of 12 from behind the three-point line, and 3 of 6 from the foul line. 36% from the field, 41 from behind the three-point line, and 50% from the free throw line. The difference in the game is the made threes for the Purple Raiders. Capital with 8 turnovers, Mount with 4. Capital 18 points in the paint, Mount Union 12. Capital with 4 second chance points, Mount with 9. 2 fast break points for Capital, 3 for Mount Union. 7 points off the Capital bench, 8 points off the Mount Union bench. Mount Union's biggest lead was 11. And the best scoring run for the Purple Raiders, 9. Been 3 lead changes, and Mount Union led that first half 11 minutes to Capital's 6. Capital's biggest lead was 4 points in the game. So some first half stats for you. We'll take another break. When we come back, we'll get you ready for second half action here at the Mack Center. Purple Raiders 32, Capital 28. It's Purple Raider basketball on AM 1310 WTPN.
Go back and relive all the action with Q92 Sports on SoundCloud. Whether it's high school or University of Mount Union football and basketball, we've got you covered from 2016 through today. Catch every thrilling game and heart-pounding moment anytime you want. Q92 Sports is your go-to for local sports action. Find us on SoundCloud at Q92 Radio, and don't forget to stream all of our games live on Friday night at Q92Radiosports.com.
The Q92 Sports Network is your home for the best coverage of high school and Mount Union football and basketball. Be sure you're following us on our social media. Just follow Q92 Sports on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, X, and Threads. You'll know what games we'll be broadcasting week to week, and we drop photos and videos from all of our high school and Mount Union broadcasts. Be sure to follow Q92 Sports on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, X, and Threads, and stay connected to the Q92 Sports Network.
You're listening to Mount Union Basketball, brought to you by SARTA on AM 1310 WDPN.
Welcome back to the Mack Center on this Saturday afternoon. Sam Burke and Ryan Keller. All part of our Dig Mount Union Saturday on 1310 WDPN today. First part of our doubleheader. Mount Union football team holds on 24-19 as they knock off Carnegie Mellon. They will now match up with Salisbury next Saturday. Don't know where that game will be. I'm probably leaning towards Salisbury at this point, but I got to go through all the rankings and all the criteria and all that stuff. We'll find out probably late tomorrow where the Raiders and Salisbury will play next Saturday. Basketball part of our doubleheader today. A rough start for the home team, but they gathered, and they've got a lead at halftime. Mount Union 32 and Capital 28. Now, Christian Parker got himself going today. He's got 12 already today. Talbert's got 6. Nobody else with more than 3 in that first half for the Purple Raiders. As far as the scoring is concerned for Capital, well, first of all, they only have 28 points. They are really struggling behind the arc. They're 1 out of 11. And leading the way, boy, you got to go to McCain Finkenbein. He's got 8. He's their leading scorer. And then,
and he's the only one to hit a 3, right?
Receiver with 4, yeah, only got to hit a 3. He just kept chucking them. He eventually he was going to get one to fall, and he did. But biggest lead in the first half, Mount an 11-point lead. Capital led by as many as 4. Largest scoring run of the day. Cap ran 7 in a row off. Mountain scored 9 in a row. Mounts had the lead for a little over 11 minutes today. Turnovers, Capital 8, Mount Union 4. Bench points, not really crazy factor yet. Mount leads that 8-7. But we'll see how things shake out here in the second half of play.
We were talking about the Mount Union having a little break. They have one more OAC game next Saturday at Wilmington, and then they won't be back here until January 8th against Marietta. They have Otterbein on the 4th in Westerville. And then we'll be back here that Wednesday with Marietta, and then Saturday the 11th against Heidelberg. So this will be our last broadcast until the first of the year.
Wow.
At least for basketball.
At least for basketball. But I was thinking, of course, I'm thinking way ahead like a normal idiotic media person would. But we talked about the possibility maybe of being able to go out to Vegas and do the Mount Union tournament games out there. You know, that could have worked. Maybe. A little bit of it's some crazy travel going on, but say Mount and Salisbury play next week, Mount wins. The following week, they most likely would go out to Texas and play Mary Hart Baylor in a semi. That gets us closer to Vegas. We could go back and forth from Texas to Nevada, get our football, basketball in with Mount, and, you know, but one can always dream and hope and pray.
Unless Mountain basketball team wants to be like, hey, we got an extra spot on our plane. Come on, let's go.
But now you're talking about hauling equipment around and through the airport. But, hey, everybody else does it. So
yeah.
It's not like it's a one of the perpetrators just got bonked on the head by a flying basketball. Was Sean Valden out of Willoughby. Now you got to figure out who the character was that hit him in the head. I don't know who that was. 32-28 is our score. Sam Berkman, Ryan Keller getting ready to go in the second half here at the Mack Center. Purple Raiders in the all-whites today. Capital in a traveling purple. It'll be Talbert, Parker, Farrington, Steele, and Hudson to start the second half of play for Mount Union. Nice little cozy crowd gathered here today. So football-wise, next Saturday.
They're 5.
And we got Cooper, Seaver, Davies, Finkenbeim, and Nixon, the starting 5 for the Capital Comets under Damon Goodwin, his 30th year with Capital. He hasn't aged a bit. He has not. Raiders with the ball after a Capital miss at the other end of the floor. Talbert to Hudson, over to Marcus. Steele down to Farrington. Elijah backing down. Nice spin move to the hole. Throws up a wild shot. Did he get pushed in the back, or did he just lose his balance?
I couldn't tell. I had a bunch of defenders from Capital in my way once he did the spin move.
It's a great spin move, but I think Elijah just got off balance with his footwork, and it went out of bounds back to Capital. 19:20 left to go in the ball game. Purple Raiders 32, and the Comets 28. Here for the Mack Center on 13-10. Finkenbeim down Broadway. Stopped. Shot. Air ball. Rebound. Marcus Steele to Parker. Christian will shoot that 3. That's not the shot they wanted. Glass and rim. Under 19 to go in the game. Here comes Capital. Alex Ike at the other end of the floor with a floater and a 6-footer and a beauty. He's got 6.
Yeah, that last rebound gave Parker a double-double already. Here in the game with 10 rebounds and 13 points.
I like that. Christian had a tough night at John Carroll, but he has rebounded today. Raiders with the ball. Corey Hudson out on top to Farrington. Elijah a couple of dribbles, dumps it off at the top of the key to Talbot. Down to Parker, down there in the office. Christian looking to make a move. Backs his man, draws a double team. Baby hook, glass rim, no, couldn't get it to go. Looked good when it left his hands. Crawled out. Here comes Capital. 18:15 left to go in the game. Comets in the purple jerseys and shorts today. 32-30 Mount. Ike on the baseline. Ike making his move down low. Backs in. Backs in, up and under, and a foul is called on Mount Union. It's going to be on Corey Hudson. And Mike Feuline's not happy.
And it's Hudson's first foul in the ball game. Not too much foul trouble for Mount. Farrington has 1. Hudson has 1. Parker with 2.
Purple Raiders wanted a 5-second call down there. Didn't get it, and then Corey ended up with the foul. First free throw by Ike is good. He's got 7. He hits this one. We're going to be all tied at 32. And he does. Alex Ike with 8 hits a couple of free throws. 18 minutes left to go in the game. Is this going to be one of those battles till the end? 32-32, Mount Union and Capital. Steele, Parker, step back 3. Christian, too strong. Rebound picked up by Ike. Here comes Capital now, right to left with a chance to take the lead. 17:45 to go in the game. Ike picked up his dribble. Needs help. Got it to Talbot. On the left wing, Nixon. Nixon on the baseline against Parker. Nixon backing in, almost drug his pivot foot. Gets it off to Ike on the right wing down Callaway White. Now Nixon inside. Left hand, right hand, up and under, off balance shot. Put it off the glass, no. Callaway White got the offensive rebound, turns, hooks, shoots, and scores. Callaway White was 7. And don't look now, but Capital has regained the lead after being down by 11. Mount Union trails it now 34-32. 17 flat to go in the game. Farrington down low. Ball poked away, but it's out on top to Steele. Marcus with the left-hand dribble. Steele out of Solon High School. Goes into the paint, hangs and shoots and scores, and a beautiful move by Marcus Steele.
Yeah, great job finding that little open crease in the middle of the paint and getting himself a high percentage shot.
16:39 to go in this one. 34-34, Raiders and Comets on WDPN. Finkenbein down to Nixon. Up and under with a beautiful move off the glass and scored. Nixon's got 6.
Yeah, Parker went up on that pump fake, and then at that point, he didn't want to draw his 3rd foul of the game. There's not much he can do there.
So the Purple Raiders with the ball now. Talbot fakes right, goes left to Parker, the top of the key to Steele. Marcus deep left wing, 16-16 to go in the game. Mount Union with the ball. Corey drives baseline, got caught in no man's land. He needs help. Needs help. Threw it away. Nixon grabs that loose ball turnover, gets it ahead to Finkenbein, and he'll bring it across the timeline for Capital. Oh, my gosh. 30-footer off the rim, but nobody boxed out, and he got his own rebound. Back to Ike. Substitutions are coming. Foul. Offensive foul. Capital. It goes back to Mount Union. 15:49 to go in the ball game. Do we have an official timeout? We do not. 36-34 Capital. Kevin Moore checks in. Kasenheiser checks in. Christian Parker leads the Purple Raiders with 13. Each team with a foul here in the second half. That's Marcus Steele on the wing. Goes right down low. Put it up. No, that should be a goaltend, yes. That should be a goaltend. That should count and a foul. Damon Goodwin says no. Mike Feuline says yes. They give it to him?
Yeah, they counted
They counted the basket. Well, now they're going to review it.
Yeah.
Good grief.
Well, the ball doesn't have to be above the rim if you hit the net. You're still not allowed to hit the net and alter the backboard. So we'll see.
Boy, Damon Goodwin is getting his money worth over there with the official now. Official Jimmy Dayton, who is up calling the game at John Carroll. He's coming over to take a look at the replay monitor. So, a little wildness here. 15:36 to go in the game. Mount Union and Capital are tied at 36 here at the Mack Center. Sam Berkman, Ryan Keller with you.
Yeah, Capital shooting 1 of 13 from behind the 3-point line. 14 of 37 from the field. Mount Union 14 of 39, 5 of 14 from behind the 3-point line. Mount currently trails in rebounding. Capital 27 rebounds to the 23 for the Purple Raiders.
So the officials
they count it.
They're going to count it. And this is a chance now for a 3-point play.
Got eerily quiet.
It did, didn't it?
It's like someone muted the arena.
So Marcus Steele will try to complete the 3-point play. We're tied at 36, 15-36 to go in the game. Purple Raiders came in 4-2 on the day, looking for number 5. Free throw by Marcus is good. Marcus Steele with 6. 15:30 left to go in the game. Purple Raiders 37, Capital 36 here at the Mack Center. Peace has got it, guarded by Kasenheiser. Peace goes right to the elbow, a little 17-footer, in and out, no. Parker with a rebound to Kasenheiser. Chance across the timeline, Kevin Moore. Step into it, Kevin. 3 on the way, no good. Out of bounds, back to Capital.
Well, I think that would have kind of gave a huge boost of energy back to the not just the fans, but the team if he was able to put that one in. I even said pull it.
Yeah.
I heard him saw him coming down. He was open.
Had a good look. Couldn't nail that transition 3. Here comes Capital with 15 minutes left to go in the game. Sievers, baseline. Glass rim. Offensive foul on Seaver. It goes back to Mount Union.
Yeah, great job from Marcus Steele. He saw the wide open gap, got there, had plenty of time, and just held his ground and drew the offensive foul.
What was Cap's record again coming in today?
Let me find out here real quick.
Well, you got plenty of time to figure it out. We got a timeout on the floor. 14:59 left to go in the game. Mount Union 37, Capital 36.
They are 3-4, 0-1 in the conference. They had lost to Heidelberg 75-100 this past Wednesday.
And that was
at Capital.
Yeah. They lost to Trine before that. Now, no shame there. Trine is
number 1 team
in the country right now.
They have a loss to Ohio Wesleyan, to Denison, and to Dayton EXH.
Exhibition.
Okay.
But still. I mean,
yeah. They've got wins against Earlham, Kenyon, Adrian.
So 3-4.
They're currently on a 3-game losing streak.
Hey, credit both schools. Dayton for saying, yeah, we'll give you a run. We'll do a little exhibition with it.
It was
heard anything.
55-76 too against Dayton. It's,
probably got to go play that over at UD Arena, get a good, Remember a couple of years, Walsh University got to go down and play Ohio State.
Oh.
Some exhibition under the bright lights, game conditions, and all that. I think it paid off. Back here at Mount Union, 14:59 to go in the game. 37-36, Purple Raiders with a 1-point lead. Early on, 3 fouls on Cap, 1 on Mount Union. Cap's got 4 timeouts left. The Purple Raiders with 5 timeouts remaining. Down low is Parker, puts it up. Nope, got his own rebound, lost it, hit the deck, shot up, good, and now what? A couple of former Glen Oak Golden Eagles.
That basket should count.
It should. I'm thinking 3-point play. I'm thinking 3-point play here, right?
Basket's good.
Okay, so the basket's good.
And Mount's going to get the ball out of bounds.
Oh, better yet.
Yeah.
You get a chance for a 5-point trip here. 39-36. Now, who got that basket?
Kevin.
Okay, so Kevin Moore with the bucket. And for Kevin, that's his 4th point of the afternoon.
Yeah, the Christian and Brody were battling for the rebound, and Brody took Parker down, and that's where the foul came.
Okay. All right, let's make this trip count here. Kevin Moore, deep right wing, or baseline, I should say. Dumps it off to Steele, and we're going to have a double foul. Christian Parker got a foul, and Seaver got the foul, and Mike Fuline hops off the bench in disgust.
Yeah, because that's 3 on Parker now. He's going to have to come out of the game. You kind of feel like throughout this season too, Christian gets called with like little tic-tac fouls, and because he's so good and he is such a focus point of the Mount Union offense, that more attention is drawn to him by the officials.
What do you think, though? And again, we're a little biased. That's okay. But what do you think a guy that has played 6 years would get the benefit of something here and there?
Yep. And he doesn't. It's the opposite with Parker.
Ball comes into Talbert, almost stepped out of bounds. Talbert keeps it alive. Capital reaching, grabbing, poking. Moore gets it on the left wing. Kevin steps into a 22-footer. Rim no good. Rebound Farrington. Nope, but he got fouled. He'll shoot 2.
Two quick ones on Brody Gowan as well.
So Brody picks up his second foul. 14:26 left. This is going to be a grinder. 39-36 Raiders. Farrington at the free throw line. First one is on the way. Good.
Yeah, this is kind of a setup game for Mount Union, coming off of the big win against John Carroll, against the Capital team, and all the commotion going on here on the campus today. And slow start, just trying to squeak out a dub today.
Busy day today here at Mount. College football. Mount ladies played before here. The men are going at it. Farrington drops that one in the hole. He's got 4. I just looked up at the Caps got 6 fouls already. 1 more, and the Raiders will be shooting free throws the rest of the day, which seems incredible with 14:50 left to go. 41-36. Raiders on top by 5. Down low, out of bounds. Gowan tried to get it. Finkenbeim couldn't quite get it to him, and it goes back to Mount Union.
Yeah, that was a great job by Farrington. He left his man to kind of cut off Finkelbein going to the basket. He tried doing he tried passing the ball around Farrington and just went out of bounds. So great defense for Mount Union.
Marcus Steele now with the basketball for Mount. Gets it high screen, goes right to the rack, up, in, and a foul. Pretty play, Marcus Steele. He's got 8. He'll look for 9 at the line, and Capital has just picked up their 7th foul with 13:55 to go in the game.
And at this point, you just attack the basket. Make them either give you the free path or draw the foul and send you to the line.
So Marcus Steele, the former Solon standout, back at the free throw line for Mount. If he puts one down here, it could be an 8-point Purple Raider lead. 13:55 left to go in the game. Marcus lets it fly, up and good. Marcus Steele with 11 on the afternoon.
Yeah, Purple Raiders 7 of 10 from the free throw line tonight too, which
Much
is
better.
Big improvement.
Nixon on the block against Farrington. Nixon backs in, shoots it, falls over the rim, no good, but a foul is called.
It's the second foul on Farrington.
Yep, this is going to be one of those heavyweight knockdown, fouling, free throwing, grunting. Free throw by Nixon is good. So Nixon with 7. Callaway, White, Finkenbeim, and Nixon all with 7. Now Nixon's got 8 as he hits both free throws.
Yeah, big man looking smooth from the free throw line too for Capital.
13:35 left to go in this one. Mount Union 44, Capital 38 at the Mack Center. Game 2 of our football basketball doubleheader today on 13-10. Down to Farrington. Oh, that's a terrible call. That's an absolute terrible call on Elijah Farrington. They got to change that. Yes, that's going to be a foul
and
on
one.
Capital, and it should be 1. Count the.
Yeah, they counted the basket.
Okay, so count the basket. And now Damon Goodwin says, what in the heck fire is going on?
They're going to review it. think they were saying he was inside the circle.
Well, that's definitely a charge if the defender's inside or a block.
Yeah.
If the defender's inside the circle. So what we're thinking should be here, a bucket,
Yeah,
right, which
yeah.
would be 46-38 and
And the
a free
foul.
throw.
Yeah.
Now, there's no way in heaven's sakes that was a charge. No way. So we go back to the monitor. I just shared a glance with DJ Relly down there in the DJ booth down there. He's just shaking his head. So we'll take a look at it. 13:25 to go in the game. 44-38 Mount Union. They're going to get another pair of eyes on the replay. I just looked at Coach Field and he says, 50-50. He's thinking 50-50 on the call.
It's looking like 1 foot was inside, 1 foot was outside.
Well, that's one too many, right? That should be a blocking foul.
Yeah, 1 foot inside, 1 foot outside. That's what they were looking at down here. So now I guess they're going to talk it over. Is it like a catch? 1 foot, 2 foot?
Boy, you can feel the drama
yeah.
oozing through the replay monitor. Sarcasm.
I don't know the rule if it.
All right, so they're going to call coaches over to the. Oh, wow. They said both feet were set before, and it's going to end up being a charge. So forget the basket and forget the three-point play opportunity. What in the Sam heck was that all about? Jimmy Dayton trying to talk. Mike Fuline is saying if this was the correct call.
Wow.
Well, we lost that battle. So with 13:25 left, it will remain Mount Union 44, Capital 38.
And that's
well, this has been I can't even explain what kind of a game this has been today.
Yeah, and that's 3 on Farrington. So both Parker and Farrington with 3 fouls.
Wow.
And 13:20 left in the game.
All right, so Finkenbaum to Seaver on the left wing, down low to Nixon. Big fellow's got 8. He's backing in, put it off the glass rim. No good defense down there by Elijah. And he also played it smart with those 3 fouls.
Yeah.
Here come the Raiders, stolen by Finkenbaum. He goes out of bounds. It'll go back to Mount Union. 13:04 to go. Purple Raiders on top, 44-38.
Yeah, you'd like to see Mount get a big 3 or a dunk, like a high-energy play right here. But the intensity is definitely picking up with it only being a 6-point game and 13 minutes left.
So Moore hands it off to Kasenheiser as they run the offensive 3-man weave. Steele pushes off, gets it to McCartney, out on top to Farrington. Elijah going strong, lays it up. Get in there, ball. It didn't go in, but he got fouled. So Farrington will shoot 2 line right. 12:48 to go. It's still 44-38.
How impressive has Elijah Farrington been so far this season? Offensively, defensively, he's kind of that energy guy out there for them as well. And, you know, with Parker in foul trouble the last couple games, you need another big in there to pick up the slack, and he's definitely done that.
Farrington free throws up good. I'll tell you what, I said last year his coming out party was the OAC championship game.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you what, I think he's slimmed down a little bit too. A little quicker, a little more push, acceleration off the dribble. I think that has done him well. 45-38 Raiders, 46-38 Raiders. As Elijah got them both, he's got 6 on the afternoon. Got some folks listening into the basketball game today. Scott on Facebook says, Sam, did you have you just stayed in your dorm room all day over there? Megerly got a pass inside. He got pushed in the back and got fouled.
And we've caught back up on getting close to the fouls.
Oh, yeah. This is going to be a free throw bonanza. 12:34 to go. Raiders 46-38. Mountain with 5 fouls. Capital with 8. So get your free throw shooting shoes on the rest of the afternoon. That one doinked off the side of the rim. No good.
And Capital 9 of 13 from the free throw line. Mount Union 9 of 12.
Megerly's second free throw. That one was nothing but net. So Dom Megerly with his first point of the afternoon. 12:27 left to go in this one. This is a hard hat lunch pail game today. You get these every once in a while. Steele driving down low. Blocked. Goes to the ground. Iyink comes out of there with it for Capital. Iyink going to go coast to coast. Put it up no good. Loose on the floor. Picked up by Megerly. Puts it off the glass and scores. Megerly with 3. Capital's not going to roll over and go away. 12 minutes flat left in this college basketball game. Mount Union 46. Capital 41. Sam Berkman, Ryan Keller with you on WDPN. Kaysenheiser gets free, spins, twists, shoots, floater, beauty. Kaysenheiser with 4, the former Lake Blue Streak. Boy, Tommy McBride would be proud of that move right there. Nixon almost walked. Maybe he did. Got it to Finkenbein. Finkenbein driving the baseline. Puts the pass into the corner. Again, left wing, Iyink shoots the triple. It's good. Alex Iyink with the 3. He's got 11. Capital is inching closer every trip down the floor. 11:17 to go. Purple Raiders 48. Comets 44 at the Mac Center. Mount's going to need this crowd to pull them through here today, I think. They just look a little behind. Kaysenheiser from 17 rattles the rim. No. Rebound Nixon throws it down the floor to Cooper. Daryl Cooper to the right wing. He'll bring it across the right to the midcourt stripe. Capital with the ball. They're down 4, 10:50 to go in the game. Cooper almost walked with it. Kaysenheiser right there with him. Down to Nixon. Nixon against Farrington. Ball got poked away. Loose on the floor. A big scrum. Capital still got it. Shot clock at 2. It's at 1. Nixon throws it up at the buzzer, and it goes in. Holy smokes. Nixon with 10. He let that go as the shot clock was at 0. 48-46 Mount Union. 10:20 to go in the game. Nice play. Kaysenheiser rolls to the hoop and scores. Great feed from McCartney. Chance with 6. 50-46 Mount Union. Nixon underneath. Missed it. Got it back. Put it up. No good. He'll shoot 2. Line left. Is that on Farrington?
I think so. Yep.
Ouch.
That's what they were doing. They were the last couple times down the floor, they were going to their big in trying to draw that foul. They're giving the ball to Nixon and letting him work on Farrington. Parker set to check in now.
Nixon's a big fella, 6'5", 225 pounds. Free throws up and good.
Well,
his high school ball at Minster.
If it comes down to it at the end of the game, I'm not fouling him because he is really good at shooting his free throws.
All right, Corey Hudson back in. Talbert back in. Christian Parker back in for the Raiders. 10:02 to go in the ball game. Mount Union 50. Capital 47. Nixon line left for the Comets, looking to get a pair to get Capital within the bucket, and he does. And with that, a timeout on the floor. It's a full. 10:02 left to go in the game. Mount Union 50. Capital 48. 8 fouls on Capital, 6 on Mount Union. Raiders with 5 timeouts left, Capital with 3. Mount's got 13 from Parker, 11 from Steele. Those are your 2 leading scorers. For Capital, 11 from Iyink and 12 from Nixon. All adds up to a 50-48 Mount Union lead. Doesn't matter how you win these.
No.
Well, yeah, it doesn't matter how you win these. Just get a win in conference. Coming off of a big win a couple of days ago against your rival. Get the win. Put this week to rest and get ready for next week.
I mean, the last couple of years, you've seen these games with Mount Union early on in OAC play where they suffer a loss to a team that they shouldn't lose to. They lost to Wilmington twice last year as well. I think they lost to Capital last year down at Capital, didn't they? I can tell you.
Oh, my gosh, maybe.
I think they lost to a team last year in the OAC early on.
Heidelberg?
Yeah, it might have been Heidelberg. Let me see here.
I know it was a game we thought no way in the world they were going to lose.
It was on the road. They lost to Wilmington by 1 early on last year. They beat Capital last year. So it was just the 2 losses to Wilmington and to John Carroll in the OAC. Oh, they did lose February 3rd to Capital.
And they had a huge lead that day and
Yeah,
lost.
that was towards the end of the season as well, which made the OAC playoffs that much bigger in the tournament.
Talbert got fouled going to the hoop by Megerly and no whistle. Here comes Capital. 50-48 Mount Union. 9:40 left to go in the game. Hopefully the voice box will hold through here for the final 9:35. Keller be on duty. Finkenbeim rolls it down to Nixon. Nixon backing down. Backing Parker down. Turns. Lost the ball. Got it back. Out on top Megerly. 7 on the shot clock. He'll shoot a line drive 3. No. Sweeping rebound by Kevin Moore for Mount Union. Here come the Raiders. Jonah McCartney right down the lane. Got grabbed, and they called a what? A tie-up or a foul? Foul on Alex Eying. And that gets Capital coach Damon Goodwin off the bench. Jonah McCartney will shoot 2 line right with 9:14 left. 50-48 Purple Raiders by 2. Now they changed the call. That foul is going to be on Nixon. So take the foul away from Ike and give it to Nixon.
Yeah, because that would have given Ike 4.
Yep.
That's why they were fighting that so hard.
McCartney free throw. He's got 2 coming up. Good. Jonah out of North Canton Hoover. Been a really nice piece of this program since he's been here. And that's from the beginning. Jonah with 3, looking for Ford at the line. Lets it fly. That one's good. All right, there we go. Buckle up. 9:14 left to go in the game. Mount Union 52, Capital 48 here at the Mac Center. OAC Saturday Hoops on WDPN and Q92radiosports.com. Ike on the wing to Finkenbeim. Tried to get it to Nixon. Out of bounds off of Mount Union. They'll stay with Capital with 8:58 to go. They've got 14 on the shot clock.
Yeah, nice play by Moore there. Parker had to step up to stop the ball. They looked for that little drop pass in the paint, and Moore was able to get his hand in there and knock that one out of bounds.
Ball comes out to Nixon. Nixon picked up his dribble. Finkenbeim from 30 feet, and he drilled it.
Wow.
Shooter shoot. 52-51 Mount Union.
2 for 7 from behind the three-point line for Finkenbeim.
Finkenbeim is a 10-point scorer now. No, he's got 11. Talbert got bumped, put it up off the glass, and scored. That probably should have been a three-point play possibility. Talbert with 8. Yep, this one's going down to the wire. 8:25 left to go in the game. Mount Union 54. Capital 51. On the baseline, Callaway White, Finkenbeim off balance 3. That one didn't go. Loose on the floor, picked up by Hudson. Down to McCartney. Here comes Jonah. Jonah line, lane, feeds it to Warren. Underneath, foul, and Kevin will shoot 2, line right. So Kevin Moore back to the free throw line for the Purple Raiders with 8:05 left in the game. Mount looking to add to a 54-51 lead.
Yeah, good heads-up play by Jonah there as well, getting the ball up court, drawing that defender away and dropping it off to Moore, getting the foul, and hopefully 2 points here.
Free throw by Kevin. Rattles in. Stays in. 5 for Kevin Moore. Mount Union 55, Capital 51. Peace back in for the Comets. And Cade Davis will come in as well for Damon Goodwin and Capital. 8:05 left to go in the ballgame. Purple Raiders on top, 55-51. Kevin Moore. Line right, second free throw is up. It is good. So Kevin with 6. 8 minutes to go in the game. Purple Raiders up by 5. Capital with the ball. Peace on the left wing. Nixon way out top. Ike fakes the 3. Now Megerly into the paint. Down low. Nixon, top of the free throw line. Going to bully his way down low. Fakes left, goes right. Baby hook up and good. 14 for Nixon. He has been a stud today for Capital. 7:34 left to go in this basketball game. Mount Union 56. Capital 53 at the Mac Center. Nice give and go to Hudson. Corey throws it up. No. McCartney tipped it. No. Rebound picked up by Capital. That's Cade Davis. Gets it to Ike, and here come the Comets with 7:18 left. Raiders up by 3, 56-53. Megerly had the ball in the paint, lost it. Here comes Talbert, other end of the floor, drives, shoots, no, but he's fouled. Parker almost had a fantastic, he did have a fantastic slam. Now, it didn't count, but boy, it was sure fun to watch. Meanwhile, for Mount Union, Jamar Talbert out of Richmond Heights is going to shoot line right. 2 freebies coming. First one on the way. Good.
Yeah, they're in the double bonus too, right? Isn't it double bonus after 10?
Yes.
So Mount, even if it's off the ball, not a non-shooting foul, will have 2 free throws here on out. That's big with 7:05 left.
Boy, how about the balanced scoring today by Mount Union? 13, 11, 9, 6, 6, 6, 6, 4. Talbert, free throw. A little strong on that one. Stays a 4-point Mount Union lead. We grind our way to the 7-minute mark in this game. Ike running the show at the top of the key for Cap. Dumps it off to Pease. Pease has got it, guarded by Jonah. Megerly into the paint. Back to Ike. Fakes the 3, steps into an 18-footer on the right wing. Too strong, back to the rim. Who's got the ball? Purple Raiders have it. Here comes Corey Hudson. He'll bring it to the right wing. Corey, little shake and bake to the right side, goes baseline. Cut off, needs help, flops it all the way out to McCartney, who retrieves it right at the midcourt logo. Jonah on the right wing, 15 on the shot clock, 6:25 in the game clock. Hudson with the ball, foul line extended. Corey goes down low, muscles it up. Nobody got fouled. That foul's going to be on Cade Davis. I think we're going to get a timeout here, or no? So no timeout. Corey Hudson will go to the free throw line for the Raiders. They lead by 4, 6:18 to go in the game. Hudson free throw good.
Yeah,
hard to believe that's his first point of the afternoon.
A lot of 3 fouls for Elkin. Is that how you say that, Elkin?
Which one?
This one here.
Ike. Alex Ike.
Yep. 3 fouls for him, 3 fouls for Davies, 3 fouls for Mogrid.
Free throw by Corey. Up and good. He's got a deuce. All right, here we go. 59-53 Mount Union. 6:15 to go in this battle at the MAC. Hooper's got it for the Comets. Marcus Steele getting ready to check back in for the Purple Raiders. Megerly's got it. Dumps it off to Finkenbeim down to out on top to Ike. Ike lost his footing, still kept control, and a block out of bounds by Talbert. Hello.
That was as solid of a block as you're going to see.
That was nice. Good minutes by Jonah McCartney, who will sit down. Marcus Steele checks back in for the Raiders. 5:56 to go in the game. 59-58, Mount Union by 6. Finkenbeim coming off the screen, steps back, tried to unload it. Now Nixon from 17, up and good. Oh, my goodness. Nixon with 16. 5:40 to go. Mount Union 59, the Capital 55. Good old-fashioned OAC banger today. Ball in the corner. Steele. Talbert, triple, in and out. No, it was halfway in. Megerly on a runoff. Dom foul line, Euro step, lays it up and in with the right hand. Dom Megerly with 5. Holy smokes, it's a 2-point game again. 59-57 Mount Union. 5:08 left to go in this game.
Mount without a field goal in the last 3:18.
Steele got fouled. No question there. Daryl Cooper with the reach-in foul. That's his second. And again, the Raiders are going to go back to the free throw line as they have been in the bonus for quite some time. Stick around. Post-game show coming up at the conclusion of today's game. You will have game stats, score updates, possible interview, and a whole lot
Who do we
more.
want to try to talk to?
It's a good question. Could be Steele, could be Talbert, could be Parker. We'll see. It'll be a buzzer decision. That free throw rolls in for Marcus, so he's got 12, and now the Raiders will call a timeout. So 5:03 left to go in the ball game at the Mack Center, and your score, it's Mount Union 60 and Capital 57. Check the scoreboard here, see if we can find some stuff here for you. Earlier today, a game you heard right here on WDPN, Mount Union football hung on 24-19 as they get the win over Carnegie Mellon. They move on to round 4 of the playoffs. So big day for the Purple Raider football team. Buckeye basketball team a winner today. The Cavaliers a winner today. High school football state championships going on down the road in Canton today. Let's see here. Ironton leads Liberty 14-9 at halftime in that ball game. Earlier today, Kirtland just got smoked by Coldwater. And that was like no contest. Coldwater had a 31-0 lead at one point. And they go on to win that one easily today over at Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium. One more game tonight, Indian Valley. Try to go for a state title. Hope they get a nice crowd over there tonight. .503 to go. 60-57 Mount Union. Capital to throw the ball in. Cooper got it to Megerly. Dom in the backcourt. He'll bring it across the timeline with exactly 5 minutes left to go. 60-57. Raiders by 3. They're at the defensive end of the floor. Cooper out on top to Megerly. Into the paint. Nixon backing in. Turns. Baby hook. Around it in. He's been able to get such good position down there. They're getting him the ball. And he's delivering. He's got 18.
Yeah.
And Mount's lead has been chopped to 1. 60-59. 4:25 to go in the game. Talbert fakes right, goes left, right down into the paint. Oh, look at that scoop shot. Oh, my goodness. That might get you a post-game interview. Talbert with 11, 62-59. Good guys. 4:10 left to go in the game. Need a couple of good defensive stops here now. Megerly way out on top of the key. Into the corner. Cooper wide open three. Missed it. Rebound. Nixon got the ball. Nixon went down low. Lost the ball. Fell down on his own. Here come the Purple Raiders. Corey Hudson. Nice no-look pass to Christian. Put it off the glass and score.
I want to talk about that play down at the other end from Farrington. He was in foul trouble, and he didn't want to draw another foul, so he just stepped back out of the way, and Nixon went down on his own.
Pulled the rug out from under him. Cooper on the wing from about 15 feet away. Now he's going to crash baseline. Underneath the Megerly. He traveled. That's a walk on Megerly, and it goes back to Mount Union. 3:29 left to go in the game. Purple Raiders 64, Capital 59. Timeout on the floor.
Yeah, it was another great play by Farrington down on that end as well. Again, he knows he can't draw the foul, so he just stood still and forced the travel. He didn't even have to do anything for it.
Wow. So full timeout with 3:29 left. 64-59 Raiders. We will break as well. Ryan and I will be back on 1310 in a moment.
Of all the ways to get ahead in life, we're one of them. And we're legal. The John Tesh Radio Show.
I'm John Tesh, and we couldn't be happier about bringing you intelligence for your life every day. We have a room full of researchers gathering the information and ideas you need to make your life simpler and better, and to make you the smartest person in the room.
You're just trying to be better. We're just trying to help. The John Tesh Radio Show.
Join me for music and intelligence for your life, 10 to 3, Monday through Saturday, only on AM 1310 WDPN.
It's intelligence for your life. You're listening to Mount Union Basketball, brought to you by SARTA on AM 1310 WDPN.
64-59 Mount Union, 3:29 to go in the game. Sam Burke and Ryan Keller back on 1310 WDPN, Q92radiosports.com. Also the Q92 Sports Facebook page and the YouTube channel. College football SEC championship game. 8 minutes to go at the half. Texas 6 at Georgia nothing. Later on, Clemson, SMU, and Oregon and Penn State. Mount Union football team today, 24. Carnegie Mellon, 19. Purple Raider football team moving on. 3:29 left here at the Mack Center. Well, the folks that came today getting their money's worth and a whole lot more. 5-point lead for the Raiders. Mount with the ball. Hudson trying to get it down. Christian's calling for it. Parker backing his man down, and Ike came in and poked the ball away. That's good instinctive defense right there. So turnover Raiders. It goes back to Capital with 3:05 left to go in the game. Mount Union 64, Capital 59. Megerly on Farrington. Dom gets the screen. He'll step back and shoot the three. Rim. Nope. Falls off right into the hands of Christian Parker, who gets the rebound. Here comes Corey Hudson. Mike Feuline calls out the play. Corey across the timeline with 2:45 to go in the game. Hudson, foul line extended. Left-hand dribble. Pounds his way right down the paint. Put it up, no good. Parker got it back and put it up and in and scored. 17 for the big man, Christian Parker. 66-59, Mount Union. 2:28 left to go in the game. Some of the Purple Raider crowd calling for defense. Megerly. Long free, back to the rim, too strong, put up, no good by Finkenheim, and a foul. Run and one it's going to be, and the loose ball foul is called on Talbert. 2:15 to go in the game, and Capital now with a chance to cut into the deficit, down 7, but the clock is stopped now with 2:15 to go. Ike, free throw, front end, and he got it to crawl in. Ike with a dozen, 66-60 Raiders. 2:15 left to go in the game. Ike's second free throw is up. It's good. He's got 13. Here come the Purple Raiders. 2:10 left to go in this one. Back and forth we go. Mount 66, Capital 61. Each team in the bonus, Mount's in the double bonus. 1:59 to go. Marcus Steele goes down low. Now the ball got poked away and stolen by Megerly. He's got a 1-on-3. He will drive and score. Wow. Megerly with 7. Mount Union 66, Capital 63. 1:40 to go and a timeout, and it's going to be a full for Mount Union. Got to take care of the basketball. Purple Raiders up by only 3 with 1:39 left. Mount Union not out of the woods yet. Not out of the woods yet at all. So, 3 timeouts left for the Raiders. 2 for Capital. Mount 7 fouls, Capital 10 plus. And am I blind? Who's the possession arrow? Who's that going to? Or is that just on the score?
Goes to Mount.
Okay, it'll go to Mount.
Yeah,
All right.
it goes to Mount. They need a good play coming out of this timeout.
Yeah.
2 points, absolutely necessary at this point of the game.
All right, so 66-63 Raiders looking for their 5th win of the year. Capital came in 3-4, but they've been a tough out here today. I'm interested to see the 5
that we bring out.
Coach Mike comes out with here for this final minute 39. And that 5 is going to be Talbert, Steele, Parker, Farrington, and Hudson. For Cap, Megerly, Cooper, Ink, Nixon, and Finkenbeim for Coach Goodwin. Here we go. Raiders inbound, sideline right. Ball into Corey Hudson. Mount with the ball. Parker on the left wing. Lobs it to Farrington. Elijah backing his man down. They lost the ball again. Turnover. Here comes Finkenbeim. Line, lane. He got pushed from behind. No call. Loose on the floor. Bodies all over the place. Here come the Purple Raiders with the basketball. Holy smokes.
Yeah, great defensive play from Marcus Steele, getting his hand in there and poking that one away.
1:15 to go in the game. It's getting serious now. 66-63 Raiders. Mount with the ball. 13 on the shot clock. Corey's got the ball. They don't call the timeout. Hudson fell down. Oh, and he got bailed out. Foul on Capital. Finkenbeim with the personal foul. That's his 3rd. 1 minute left to go. Mount Union leads it 66-63. And for the Raiders, it's going to be Corey Hudson at the free throw line. Corey 2 points today and 1 foul. A couple of big free throws coming here. First one up and good. 67-63 Mount Union.
Yeah, 18 of 23 from the free throw line. So shooting 78% for Mount Union, which is really good for them from the foul line.
Corey line right, trying to hit 2. Free throw, got it.
Those are 2
Hudson
biggies.
with 4. 1 minute left to go in the game. Mount 68, Capital 65. Here comes Alex Ink across the timeline to the right wing. 55 seconds left to go. Callaway White's got it to Megerly. Megerly on the left wing, a couple of dribbles, gets it off to Ink. Ink drives the paint, got cut off, goes out on top to Callaway White. Callaway White going to shoot a long 3, rim, no, rebound Parker. Lost the ball and a late whistle and a foul on Capital right in front of the Comet bench. And they got Dom Megerly for the foul, and that's his 4th. Now for Mount Union, they got to get back to the free throw line and cash in. 38 seconds left to go. Raiders 68, Capital 63. Post game coming up. So hang out with us here on WDPN. Big football, basketball doubleheader today. Christian Parker, rather, free throw up and good. All right, here's the big one. 18 for Christian Parker. 69-63 Mount. This would make it a 7-point lead. Nope. Rebound picked up by Megerly. Here comes Ink. Ink across the timeline, steps into a 3. Rim, no. Out of bounds. Back to Capital. Officials are going to huddle up. This is either going to be a change call or a review, and Damon Goodwin hands over his head. What's the call going to be? They're going to look at it? Yep. So the review, our 3rd of the day. Oh, we love them. 29 seconds left to go. It's a 69-63 Mount Union lead. If this call gets changed, this is going to be a Mount Union ball with 30 seconds to go, and they'll have a 6-point lead. You would think that they could put this one in their pocket.
First look, I think it's Mount Union basketball.
Okay. Well, that's good. We like to hear that.
Again, I'm looking at it on an angle over here, so.
So Ryan Keller's got the eagle eyes on the monitor over there. 29.7 left to go in the game. Purple Raiders 69. Capital 63. Officials break away from the scorer's table.
Yeah, I don't think Parker got a hand on that.
So if that's the case,
I was wrong. There.
Mount Union ball. The review says yes. Our ball.
Hey, I got that one right.
Hey, 1 out of 10. That's not bad.
Yeah, I'll take it. Blind squirrel finds a nut.
They want to get Jonah McCartney in because of the free throws, in case they can get the ball to him. 29-7 left, 69-63 Mount Union. Mount to throw the ball in. Talbert looking, got it to Steele. Steele got across away from 2 players, got it to Horry. Hudson to Steele, get across the line. He does, and he's fouled. 22.3, so they ran off about 6 seconds there. And more free throws coming for Mount Union. 22.3 left. 69-63 Raiders. Marcus Steele to the free throw line. Marcus 12 big points today for Mount Union. A couple of free throws here should do it. Although we've seen some goofy things over the years. Free throw by Steele is good. So Marcus with 13.
Yeah,
that makes it a 70-63 Mount Union lead.
Yeah, 4 or 5 from the free throw line as well for Marcus today.
80% clip at the charity stripe. Free throw, missed it. Capital still got a life here with 18 seconds left to go. Finkenbeim on the right wing. Megerle. Finkenbeim from 25. Nope, he shoved it to Megerle, who drives right down the lane and put it up and in, and a timeout Capital. 10.9 seconds left to go. Timeout Capital. It's a 70-65 game. Purple Raiders by 5. It's a full timeout. We'll break on 13-10. Don't go away.
Go back and relive all the action with Q92 Sports on SoundCloud. Whether it's high school or University of Mount Union football and basketball, we've got you covered from 2016 through today. Catch every thrilling game and heart-pounding moment anytime you want. Q92 Sports is your go-to for local sports action. Find us on SoundCloud at Q92 Radio, and don't forget to stream all of our games live on Friday night at Q92Radiosports.com.
You're listening to Mount Union Basketball, brought to you by SARTA on AM 1310 WDPN.
10.9 to go. Purple Raiders 70, Capital 65. Sam Berkwin and Ryan Keller back with you on 1310 WDPN. Streaming live, Q92Radiosports.com, also on the YouTube channel and Q92 Sports Facebook page. Well, if you end up hanging on here, it'll be one of those where you wipe the mop of your brow and you say, okay, we'll take it.
Yeah.
But still a lot of things to work on, and they know that.
Yeah, it's good to see that if you are in a tight game that you can persevere. Things aren't going your way. Struggled shooting to start the ball game, and the fact that you can come out with a win after a game like this is huge for Mount Union.
All right, 10.9 to go. Mount to inbound the ball. They lead by 5. Talbert runs the baseline, got it to Hudson, who's fouled with 9.9 left to go. And we'll hoof it down to the other end for free throws as we play the offense-defense game here, with free throws most likely going to be the deciding factor in this one here today. If Mount hangs on, that will get them to 5-2 on the season.
Yeah, Hudson 0 for 6 from the field today, but 4 for 4 from the free throw line.
So Corey line right, trying to put this one on ice. Free throw up. Good. 6-point lead, 71-65. Corey Hudson, 5 on the day, all at the charity stripe. Corey line right. Up. Missed it. 8 seconds left. No fouls. No fouls. Eyen coming across the timeline, lost the ball, picked up by Marcus Steele, and the Raiders will run out the clock, and they will get the win here at home.
Who do we want? Eli? Elijah?
What do you end up with today? I'd say Marcus if we could get him.
All right, let me go see if I can get Marcus. Take a break, and I'll be right back.
So we'll take a break. 71-65. Final score here today. The Purple Raiders go to 5-2. Capital drops to 3-5. Lots to get to. We'll take a break. We'll come back. Stay with us. Purple Raider Hoops continues on 1310 WDPN. We'll be right back.
Hey, man, good to see you. What brings you out here today? Need to pick up a few tools. You? I need new kitchen cabinets, countertops, maybe even a whole new kitchen, but I can't get any help or find what I need in this place. You need to go to Robertson's for that. Robertson's Kitchen and Bath Gallery is an American Standard plumbing registered showroom, and their knowledgeable consultants have the training and expertise to actually help you get what you need without breaking your budget.
Visit Robertson Kitchen and Bath at 2155 West Main Street in the Alliance Industrial Park, or visit them online at robertsonkitchenandbath.com, where amazing meets affordable.
You're listening to Mount Union Basketball, brought to you by SARTA on AM 1310 WDPN.
All right. We held on for the win. Not pretty, but it's a dub. Mount Union 71. Capital 65. As I mentioned before we went to break, the Purple Raiders 5-2 on the year. Capital drops to 3-5 on the season. We just got our final stats for our ball game here.
Yeah, Jeffrey Mansfield's grabbing Marcus Steele for us, so hopefully we can have him out here shortly.
But, Ryan, if we take a look at some of these numbers here, goodness gracious, 48 free throws in this one. That's the first thing that sticks out.
Yeah.
Mount Union, 22 of 30. Capital, 14 of 18. So both teams shot well at the free throw line, but from the field, both teams really struggled. Mount, 24 of 60. Capital, 22 of 55. Ball just wasn't going in the hoop tonight for anybody.
No, especially if you look at the shooting percentages in the first half. 36 for the first half, 45 for the second. If you look at Capital, they shot 43% in the second half, 36% in the first half. So kind of even with the shooting percentage wise. Mount doing a little bit better from the 3-point line. 5 of 17, 3 of 22 for Capital. So it was a tough game that, perseverance, battling it out and coming away with the win. It shows the grit of this Mount Union team as they continue to work through the season. And they're going to get better as they play more and more with one another.
Well, you'll take a win like this. And if this one's on the road today, you never know.
I was thinking that late in the second half when things were getting kind of dicey is that, it's a good thing that the game was here, because if it was down in Capital, it might have been a little different outcome.
So you'll take these home wins when you can get them, and we got it today. 71-65. Earlier today on WDPN, college football playoffs, round 3, Mount Union 24, Carnegie Mellon 19. It will be Mount Union and Salisbury next Saturday at a site and time to be determined by the by the NCAA College Football Committee. So keep it here. 1310 WDP and all our social media platforms. Be listening, be looking, and we will let you know where the football game will be next Saturday. Mount Union ladies fell earlier today to Cap, gave them a good run, but the Mount on the short end there. But here, the fellas get it done, 71-65. And again, we won't be back with Raider Hoops for almost a month.
Yeah,
just the way the schedule works out, because break is coming up. They're going to go out to Vegas, and then by the time they get back home in conference again, it's going to be some time. But what are we looking at?
January
7th or 8th?
January 8th. Marietta here in Alliance. They go to Wilmington next Saturday, and then off to the D3 Hoops Classic in Vegas on December 28th and the 29th. At Otterbein, January 4th. So, this game is big for Mount Union. They struggled, lost 2 to Wilmington last year. They'll have them next Saturday on the road. So some big tests for Mount Union moving forward here in the early part of this OAC season.
In that Vegas trip, they're going to play Redlands, and they're going to play Ramampo.
Ramapo.
I can't say I know anything about either one of those, but again, I mean, what kind of what are they going to run into there? Competition. I mean, obviously you're playing real far away from home.
Yeah,
but you're gonna be in that almost like tournament environment, so to speak. So we'll see how they do there before they come back home, and we swing our way back into OAC play again. The Mount Union record now is 5-2, and you want to stack as many wins as you can, because this is what you got to do at D3 level. I don't care how many teams get in. If they expand, you've got to stack as many wins as you can, and then you let the chips fall. But heck, we're only in December. We got a lot of basketball to go yet, but always good to get a home win. Always want to get a win in conference, and that's what the Raiders did today, 71-65.
And these OAC games are really important too, because it gives you, you play each team twice, one on the road, one at home, but it gives you an idea of what this conference is. And over the last couple of years, you've had teams, pop up who have put together really great basketball programs. Marietta is always up there. John Carroll's always up there. Baldwin Wallace, Wilmington always is a thorn in Mount Union side. Even when Jeffrey Mansfield was playing down there, it was always an issue. So I don't know what's
Well, we'll give them another minute or two, then we're going to say toodaloo. All right, on the scoreboard today, college hoops outside of here, the Buckeyes beat Rutgers 80-66. NBA, Cavaliers won again, beat Charlotte 116-102. Mountain football team a winner today over Carnegie Mellon 24-19. College championship games today. Georgia leads Texas 6, Georgia 3. 3 minutes to go in the first half. Miami losing to Ohio today 38-3, and Arizona State beat Iowa State by the score of 45-19. OHSAA State High School Football Championships today. Kirtland losing to Coldwater. Later on tonight, Indian Valley goes for a state title. Of course, Solon won the state championship on Thursday night. Marion Local and Columbus Watterson and Olentangy getting it done yesterday for their state championships in high school football. Well, looks like
we tried.
We're out of luck, but I'm guessing that there's.
I haven't seen any of the other players come out yet, so I don't know if Coach Buline's having a little talk with them.
Probably,
because normally they usually pop right back out here after they go into the locker room. So he might be having a little chat with them after this tough game.
Most likely the story there. So we will leave you with that. Hey, good Saturday today for Mount Union. Football team wins. Men's basketball team win. And we move on. And we continue the journey on the gridiron and the hardwood. Final score here from the Mack Center. I'm giving them one more chance here. Mount Union a winner by the score of 71-65. Former broadcast partner Ryan Keller, the crew back at 1310. Most of all, thanks for listening, everybody. Sam Berkman saying so long, and have a great afternoon, everybody. Mount wins it 71-65. We'll talk to you soon on 1310 WDPN. So long.